Let's do it.
Let's go. So it was Tszyu versus good old Cinderella man Stevie Spark. I've got to say, credit to Stevie Spark for coming in last minute, and we all knew that the chance of him winning was very slim.
Yeah.
But respect to him. He made he stands clear. I'm here to fight. I'm not here to muck around. Even though it was he joined in 7 days before or 6 days prior?
Yeah, a week prior, bro. More respect to him than to Zarafa.
Yeah, Zarafa's a cat. I can't believe he pulled out of COVID protocol. What an idiot.
Dope.
Besides the point, and he asked for this fight and he wanted it and he wanted to fight Tszyu. Now Tszyu won't even give him a bar of it. That's the best part.
Yeah.
But look, as I said, we all knew that Tszyu was going to win. He's just a crazy talent.
Brother.
And he's beat everyone in Australia now. He's now going to get international, and I can't wait to see what he does.
Can I tell you a couple of things that night? I watched most of the card. First off, I haven't paid a lot of attention to Aussie boxing.
Yeah, I don't know too much of it,
except for the big stuff, Gallon, Tszyu, whatever. Haven't paid a lot of attention to it. But bro, do we have talent in this country? These fights were impressive.
I didn't see much of the undercard, if I'm quite honest with you.
Brother, do yourself a favor. Just take a look at some highlights. We've got talent here, man. That night put me onto Aussie boxing. I really want to get into it now. Just and I love boxing in general. I always have. I grew up on boxing with my dad. Mate, we've got talent. And second, this Tszyu bloke, cousin, he's a champion in the weighting, bro.
Yeah, for sure. He's mate, and I think he reminds me so much of his dad. It's crazy, bro.
The way he moves, man, the way he's just so fast. He's so dominant. And mate, that uppercut is dangerous. It's so sharp. It is so dangerous. And you saw him before the fight. He's just a man on a mission. He takes
I'm loving all the different players, the ex-players that are coming out and actually doing the handy boxing. And not those ones that just do charity ones and then they stop and then they get it once a year. But the ones that are pursuing it as a full-time. Your Paul Gallen.
Yeah, Gal is a machine. Gal's a machine.
Gal is an animal, man.
I'm a big fan.
I love him. I loved him when he played for Cronulla. I loved his NRL career. I loved following him and starting, he started off as a massive rat bag. And obviously, as you play on, as maturity comes on. And then I think what would have started it for him was that punch 10 miles in Origin.
Yeah.
That would have started it for me.
I love his respect for the sport, bro. I really do.
Yeah, because he's not one of those guys that just comes in, does it, and then once every year and a half, just wants to fight again.
Yeah.
He went the distance in his last fight. Blanking out on the guy's name. I can't believe I'm blanking out.
Nah, he did well, bro. But listen, this Tszyu bloke, 19-0. Gotta watch for him. Bro. He's dominant, and the way he talks about each fight and each fighter and how he dominates each fight is unbelievable. Great fight, and he knocked him out in round 3.
Yeah, he did. Justice Hooney, who I was talking about. Yeah, regards to Paul Gallen, Justice Hooney. But with Tszyu, I just love watching his prep. I love watching, his interviews. I love how he is on the mic. And this is coming from someone that doesn't really know anything about boxing. So I'll just come out in the clear. I don't know much. I don't know too much about it. But from what I'd seen of that fight, again, big credit to Stevie Spark, man. That's a big commitment to come in 6 days before. But you know what? That puts him on a pedestal, and that puts him out there in Australian boxing to make a name for himself.
Yeah, a little bit. But I'll say this. He sort of wasted it. He didn't do too much that night. I expected a little bit more. Hey, listen, I'm saying this knowing full well this guy is a machine for coming in a week's notice. Absolute animal. Good on him. But he didn't do a lot.
Again, bro,
did a lot of grabbing, did a lot of hugging. He didn't really. He got maybe 1 or 2 good punches in. I think he came in too respectful of Tszyu. Because any interview you'd see with him, any talk about the fight, it was, I love Tszyu, he's such a great guy, this, and I agree with respect. But prior to a fight, you can't go in like that, bro. You got to go in wanting to knock the guy's head off.
Yeah, I know that. But as I said, I think he even knew full well he wasn't going to win. He knew full well.
100%.
You got to look at that. He knew full well. And It was just 2 months before that they got a photo together, and he goes, "Mate, this guy's my hero." About
yeah, 100%.
Comes into my side fighting him. It's pretty crazy.
360 interviewed him while he was at the Knights game the week before, and they said to him, "They go, what's your prediction?" He goes, "Oh, round 3, I'll take him." And I was like, I knew he didn't believe the words that were coming out of his mouth. You know what I mean?
I think it was more on the spot.
Yeah, but that's what I mean. Like, just too respectful, but mate, it was an entertaining fight. Good card, man. It was a good card.
Yeah, no, it was good.
Yeah,
it was good. As I said, I only paid attention to the main fight, to be honest with you. So
yeah, fair enough.
Stato.